Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into Google's big vision for 2025, and it's a future where AI stops being a tool you just command and starts becoming a teammate you actually collaborate with. We're talking about a massive shift from passive assistance to an active, autonomous digital workforce. So yeah, the game isn't just changing, the players are too.
So let me just ask you something. When you think about the AI you use right now, what's the first thing that comes to mind? For most of us, it's probably something that just answers our questions, right? Kind of like a really smart search engine. Well, get ready, because that whole idea is about to feel incredibly outdated.
Okay, so this slide right here gets to the absolute heart of it. The huge leap we're about to see is the jump from AI assistants to AI agents. Now, as you can see, an assistant is reactive. You ask it something, it gives you an answer. Simple. But an agent is proactive. It doesn't just find information. It reasons, it plans, and it actually executes complex tasks to get a real job done for you.
And that is the key takeaway, isn't it? Agentic AI doesn't just talk, it does. I mean, think about it like this. Asking an assistant for a recipe is one thing, but an agent is the one that can check your pantry, see you're out of milk, order it for delivery, and then guide you through the recipe step by step. That's the difference right there. It's all about autonomy and, actually getting things done.
Now, for an agent to really act, it needs a seriously powerful brain. And that brings us to the new generation of models that Google has been building to power this whole shift. Let's look under the hood.
At the core of all this is the new Gemini 3 family. And what's really cool is that it's not a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. You've got the super powerful Pro for all the heavy lifting, like complex coding. You have Flash for when you need pure speed. And then there's Gemma. And this is a big deal, which is a lightweight model that can run right on your phone or laptop. Now, why does that matter? Because it means powerful AI can be both private and incredibly fast, since it doesn't always have to call out to the cloud.
But what's a brain if it can only understand text? To be a true agent, an AI needs to perceive the world a little more like we do. And that's where multimodality comes in. These new models can see, hear, and speak, which makes them way more creative and just more aware of the world around them.
And all this creativity is powered by these specialized models. So, you have Imagen 4, which isn't just about making an image from a text prompt, it's a tool for editing visuals right on the fly. And then you have Veo 3.1, which can take a simple idea and spin it into cinematic video content. This is basically the AI's creative toolkit.
So we have these powerful new brains. But where do developers and creators actually go to build and train this new digital workforce? Let's take a look at the workshop where these agents are actually made.
Google's got a whole suite of tools for this. So if you're a creator with a cool idea, you'd probably start prototyping in Google AI Studio. For a big company, the industrial-grade platform is going to be Vertex AI. And for all the software developers out there, Code Assist is getting a really interesting upgrade. It's designed to understand the vibe of your project, so not just fixing one line of code, but getting the overall style and patterns to make way better suggestions.
And for the people who are really pushing the boundaries, you've got these experimental platforms like Google Anti-Gravity. And the idea here isn't to just bolt AI onto the tools we already have, but to completely rethink how software is built from the ground up, in a world where AI comes first.
All right, so we've got the brains and we have the workshops to build them. But what does this actually look like for you in your day-to-day work? This is where we get to meet the agents themselves and see how they can come together to form a totally new kind of team.
The really big idea here is to just stop thinking about a single do-it-all AI. Instead, I want you to imagine assembling a virtual team of specialists. You could have your marketing expert, your technical analyst, your data guru, all of them AI agents, collaborating on a project just like you would with a human team. And this is where it gets really, really powerful. As this slide shows, a platform like Google Workspace Studio lets these agents work in parallel. The marketing agent is drafting a plan while a technical agent is simultaneously checking if it's even feasible. And at the exact same time, another agent is pulling the latest sales data to make the strategy smarter. It's automatic, it's collaborative, and it's all happening at once.
This example from Project Astra is just the perfect illustration of how these agents can break right out of your screen. It's an ambient agent, which means it's not sitting around waiting for a command. It sees a problem in the real world through your phone's camera, and it takes action to solve it. This is the ultimate example of proactive, not reactive AI.
And beyond building your own custom teams, you're going to have a whole roster of pre-built specialists ready to go. So meet your new digital coworkers. Need a deep dive on a competitor? The research agent is got you covered. Need to make sense of a massive spreadsheet? The data insights agent can do it. No coding required. It's pretty amazing.
So having a powerful internal team of agents, that's a huge step. But the final piece of this whole puzzle is getting these agents to collaborate not just inside your company, but across the entire digital world.
You know, right now, most AI systems kind of live in their own little walled gardens. An agent inside Microsoft's world can't easily chat with one in Google's world. For a true digital workforce to really take off, they all need a common language, a universal standard for communication. And that is exactly where the agent-to-agent protocol, or A2A, comes in. Just think of it like a universal translator for AIs. And because it's an open standard, it allows an agent from one company to understand and work with an agent from a totally different one. This is the thing that finally breaks down those walled gardens.
So what does this look like in the real world? Well, it means your agent inside Salesforce can talk directly to your agent in Google Workspace and task it to, say, draft a follow-up email sequence for a new sales lead. They just work together seamlessly to get the job done, without any human needing to copy and paste data between systems ever again.
And this network is growing, and it's growing fast. Other open standards are already connecting these agents to over 100 different business tools. What we're seeing is the infrastructure for this global digital workforce being built right now, connecting all of these new digital workers together.
And all of this brings us to the final and maybe the most important question of all. As we build out this incredible autonomous digital workforce, the real question isn't just what can they do for us, but what will they free us up to do? When our digital coworkers are handling the research, the data, and the admin, what new roles are left for us humans? What kind of creative and strategic work will we invent? Well, that's the future we're all heading into.